Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to today's video. I hope you're all really well. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 3 looks that I've been inspired to sew for this spring and summer 2022. So if you've watched my previous videos or if you are subscribed to my channel, then you may have watched my video similar to this one that I made last spring and summer. Can't believe it was that long ago. And I also made one for autumn and winter as well. And the point of these videos really is that I really love sort of scouring Pinterest. I love looking at the high street. I love seeing what's trending and what's around and what people are buying and wearing. And I love to have a Pinterest board full of sort of looks and inspiration, outfit inspiration and things like that, of things that I want to sew for myself, and ways that I can adapt the patterns that I already have to recreate looks and things that I've loved from the high street or from Pinterest or Instagram outfits that I've seen and loved as well. So I've gone through my Pinterest board of this spring and summer and just chosen 3 looks or 3 things that I really want to try and recreate for my own wardrobe for this spring and summer. And just to let you know that if you want to follow me over on Pinterest, I'll just leave my Pinterest link here so that you can pop over and follow me if you want to. Pinterest is a bit of a funny thing for me. I use it quite a lot to save things, but I've not really got that into it in terms of a sort of social media type thing. I just really use it to save things that I like and keep boards of you know, things that I've made and things that I want to make and inspiration and things like that. So I'll leave my account link below if you want to pop over and follow me over there. So if you are interested to watch my previous videos, then I'll link them down below. But just to recap what I had on my list for autumn and winter. So back in autumn and winter 2021, I made one of these videos, and on my list of 3 things, I had a shacket, which I have made. I made the Logan shacket by Stylark and I absolutely love it, and I've worn it quite a lot. It's really my style, and I've just found that that's a really useful sort of thing to have in my wardrobe. So that was a good one. I also had on the list a luxury loungewear set, which was inspired by a set that I'd seen from the White Company, and other sort of cashmere, really lovely cozy 2-piece loungewear sets that I'd seen on the high street. And I also managed to make that one up as well. So I'll pop in an image here of the 2 things that I have made. And then also on that list, I had a midi skirt. So the midi skirt is still ongoing. It's kind of a work in progress. I didn't make the skirt that I was planning to make because the pattern didn't quite work out. But I have since made the body skirt by Stylark, which was only last week actually, if you watched my video. So I'm still in the process of trying to find the perfect midi skirt that I can wear in spring and summer, but also in autumn and winter, which was the point of my skirt that I wanted to make in my video actually. I wanted to make a skirt that I could wear with sort of long sleeve tops and jumpers and sweaters and things like that. So that one's still ongoing, but I do feel pleased with the 2 garments I managed to tick off my list, my Logan shacket and my loungewear set, because they really are things that have served me well over autumn and winter time. I've worn them a lot, and yeah, they were great additions to my wardrobe. So just before I get started sharing all about my 3 plans, I'll just let you know what I'm wearing quickly. So today I'm wearing a hack of the Darling Ranges dress by Megan Nielsen, and I've made this one with the 3/4 length sleeves elasticated here at the elbow. The bodice as it is a standard bodice, and I've made it actually midi length. So this is actually a midi length version of the Darling Ranges dress with 2 tiers, and the tiers that I've used to make the skirt of this dress are actually from the Lyra dress pattern by Tilly and the Buttons. So I'll pop in a few more details about this dress if you're interested, and a picture so you can see what it looks like on, because obviously you can't see the full dress with me sitting here. That's what I'm wearing today. So without further ado and chit chat, I'll get on to share with you my first item that I'm inspired to sew this season, and that is a quilted jacket. So I'm laughing to myself about this one really, because it's one of those funny things where when quilted jackets first came out, I absolutely hated them. I don't know why, but I just thought, oh, that is a trend that I'm never gonna hop on. Don't like them at all. I don't know, I just didn't really like the style of them, and I didn't really think they were for me, even though I loved how they looked on other people. I just thought that style is just not going to be for me. But as with the way that these things go, I've seen more and more quilted jackets come out on the high street. I've seen more and more sewers over on Instagram and on YouTube making some really lovely, really beautiful quilted jackets. And I'm afraid to say that I am actually going to have to hop on that trend because now I love them. But yeah, more and more they appear on the high street and you see how people are styling them and how people are making them and how they're wearing them, and yeah, now I like them. So yeah, I'd really like to make a quilted jacket. So I'll pop in a couple of images of quilted jackets that I've seen on the high street and on Pinterest that I really like. So you'll probably notice from the pictures that I'm going to put in that I'm not going to be sort of getting on board the whole patchwork quilting jacket trend. If you've watched my videos in the past, then you know that I'm a big patchwork lover. I really love to make patchwork and I love to make quilts. But wearing patchwork as a jacket, I just wasn't quite sure if that was for me. So the way that I'm planning to interpret this style or interpret this look is actually to use a pre-quilted fabric. I do already have some fabric actually that I've already bought from Minerva. I bought it from their recent craft club sale, so I got it with a discount, which was really nice, and I'll pop in an image of the fabric that I've bought. I will share it properly in my next fabric haul, which will be coming up soon. I'll talk a bit more about the actual fabric and everything, but yeah, I do have the fabric that I want to use all ready to go, but I'm really struggling at the moment to find the right pattern. So from the images that I've just shared of the other quilted jackets that I've seen and liked, there's a really lovely one that I've seen in Fat Face, and I'll just pop the image up again now so that you can see what it looks like. So it's a kind of cropped sort of almost bomber style jacket, and I really like the simplicity of this one. I love the round neck, I love the sort of cropped style of it. Yeah, and I just really loved everything about this style. I thought it was quite simple, quite understated, and I really like the way they've styled it in this picture over a dress. Dresses are my kind of go-to thing to wear in the summertime. I love a midi dress. You'll see that I'm wearing one right now. Yeah, I thought if I could have a lovely quilted jacket similar to this one that I can just throw on over a dress, then that would be a perfect summer addition to my wardrobe. So I need your help because I cannot find the perfect pattern for this jacket. There are a few that I've seen around, so you'll probably have seen the Megan Nielsen Hovia jacket. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So when this first came out, it was a really sort of big one for the quilted jacket trend. Lots of people were making it and I love it. I love it on other people. It looks super cozy, but I just think for me, it's not quite the right style. It's not quite the right shape that I want to go for. So even though I love the Hovia jacket, I don't think I'm going to go for that one this time. There's also the Tamarack jacket by Grainline Studio. I do think the Tamarack jacket, I hope I'm pronouncing that right actually, I haven't got it written in front of me. The Grainline Studio jacket, I do think that's quite similar to this new look jacket that I found that I also really like, with the sort of curved bottom. That's more of the kind of traditional style quilted jacket that I'm seeing around everywhere at the moment, so that could possibly work. There's also the Stylark Adelaide jacket, and I'll put in an image of that one now so you can see. So this is a really sort of simple style jacket with dolman sleeves, sort of drop sleeves that are attached really low down on the armhole. A really simple style jacket with no collar or anything like that. So that's a possibility as well. Or I'm wondering if I can actually use my Logan shacket pattern. So I'll pop in an image of the Logan shacket again so that you can see what the style and the line drawings look like. And I'm wondering if I can just actually fashion something using my Logan shacket pattern. So obviously I would take off the collar and I would square off the bottom and probably crop it quite a lot. And that might work, I'm just not quite sure, because obviously the Logan shacket is sort of a traditional shirt style, so it has the yoke at the back and everything, and I'm not sure if that will work or not. It may do. So I am struggling to find the right pattern for this one, so if you have seen anything on your pattern hunting journeys, or anything that you've seen or come across, or maybe you've already made a quilted jacket similar to the one that I want, let me know in the comments below, because yeah, I really am struggling, but I really want to make a quilted jacket work somehow. Otherwise, I will keep thinking, and I will share more about that lovely fabric with you when I come to do my fabric haul video soon. So that's my first item that I'm planning to sew, a quilted jacket. So the second item that I'm inspired to sew for spring and summer this year is a slip dress. So this is another one that was a bit of a love-hate kind of thing with me, because slip dresses aren't really something that I'd normally go for. You can probably tell by the kind of dresses that I always make that I'm more of a sort of floaty, flowy style dress person. Slip dresses are quite fitted, they're quite straight, so they follow the line of your figure a bit more than the kind of dresses that I normally wear. So when slip dresses came out and they were all in fashion, again I thought, really nice, I love them on other people, but I'm just not sure they're for me. So again, just as I've seen more and more come out on the high street, I've seen more and more people wearing them and styling them to suit their own personal tastes and styles. I've really thought to myself, I could do with a slip dress in my summer wardrobe. So yeah, I'm planning to make a slip dress for spring and summer, because I just love the way that they can be layered. Actually, I really love how people are styling them with t-shirts underneath. I love how you can wear even shirts or blouses sometimes underneath them. And I also love the way that you can actually layer them by adding a sweater or a sweatshirt even, or a jumper or something over the top, and then it just looks like you're wearing a midi skirt. So over time I've come to realise that actually a slip dress would be a really versatile, handy thing to have in my wardrobe. So I'm planning to make myself a slip dress this spring and summer. So again, I'll just put in a couple of inspiration images that I found on the high street and on Pinterest. There's an awful lot of kind of satiny, almost like nightwear style slip dresses around on the high street, and particularly on Pinterest. I was seeing a lot of sort of slinky, satiny, nighty style slip dresses being styled with t-shirts and trainers and things like that. And I do really like that look, but I think for my own slip dress, I'm not going to go down the silky satiny route, because it just wouldn't suit my lifestyle, and it's not a fabric I don't think that I'd feel comfortable wearing. So I think I'm definitely going to go along the lines of my usual kind of ditzy floral style dress. And I'll put in a couple of images as well of the way that I'm seeing floral slip dresses being worn, again with sort of t-shirts underneath and sometimes with a sweater over or a jumper. And I just think they look really nice and really pretty, and I think that they look really great with just a pair of trainers or like a pair of casual sandals and things like that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go along more of the sort of the printed style of slip dress when I come to make my own. So 3 slip dress patterns that I've seen around in the sewing pattern market are the Sicily slip dress by Sewing Mason. I'll pop in an image of this one now. This is a super popular dress over on Instagram. So many people have made this dress and it's really, really lovely. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one for the cowl neckline. I feel as though this one is slightly more dressy perhaps than I want to go for. It's a bias cut dress, I believe. Yeah, it just has that lovely sort of cowl neck. It's really dressy, and if you were wearing that out for a night out, then it would just be really lovely. There's also the Sadie slip dress by Tessuti Patterns. So this one, it's more of a kind of simple style slip dress, but it does have the V-neck to it, which is really nice and really pretty. It's quite a sort of A-line style dress. So really nice and probably would suit what I want. So that's one of my possibilities. And then of course there's also the Saltwater slip dress by Friday Pattern Company, another really super popular dress that lots of people have been making over on Instagram and also on YouTube. And it can be made as a mini slip dress, or it can be lengthened down into a midi or a maxi dress with slits at the side, and there's also a tie at the back to bring it in as well, which I really like. So I think what I'm going to go for is actually the Friday Pattern Company Saltwater slip dress. And the reason for that is that I just like the neckline of that one. So the neckline on the Saltwater slip is actually quite rounded. It's not too low cut. I'm planning on wearing this dress either with or without a t-shirt underneath. So if I wear it without something underneath, I really don't want it to feel as though it's too low, that I'm revealing too much. I don't want to feel uncomfortable in it. And I really think the Saltwater slip dress is quite modest. I really like the neckline. I love the style of it, and I love how the pattern model is actually wearing it in this image here. I love how she styled it with a pair of pumps, really kind of casual style slip dress. So I'm planning at the moment to go with the saltwater slip dress, and yeah, I hope that will be okay. If you've made the saltwater slip dress, or indeed any of the patterns that I mentioned, let me know how you found it in the comments below. I think I'm probably going to have to shorten it like I shorten everything, but hopefully, since it's quite a straight dress, hopefully it won't be too difficult to alter. In terms of possible fabrics for this dress, as I mentioned, I'm going to go along the printed sort of vibe rather than a silky satiny kind of fabric. So I'm thinking that a viscose linen would work really well for this kind of dress, because linen is really lovely to wear, it's really lovely to work with, it's got that kind of crisp texture, so it will hold the style and the shape of the dress, and it will press really nicely with the slits and everything. But obviously if I use a viscose linen, then I've still got the drape that I love in a viscose fabric, and hopefully it will be really nice to wear and it will hang really nicely. So I found a really pretty viscose linen fabric on the Selfmade website. Selfmade are actually formerly Stoff and Still. If you didn't know, they've changed their name now. So I'll pop in a picture of the fabric that I found that I really love on the Stoff and Still, Selfmade, sorry, website. That's going to be hard to remember actually, because I'm so used to saying Stoff and Still. I love Stoff and Still fabrics. They've got some amazing prints on their website. So I really like this one, and then while I was looking for viscose linen on their website, I also came across this one, which is actually just a normal viscose, but it's such a pretty print, and I thought that would look really nice with a t-shirt or something styled underneath it. I think I'm actually going to go for the viscose linen, because I just think that would be so nice to work with, and it's also a little bit different for me because I do go for a ditzy floral quite a lot, don't I? So yeah, let me know what you think of those two fabrics and let me know which I should go for. So that's my second look, a slip dress. So the third item on my list is actually something a little bit different in that it's not actually a garment. So I've been looking for the perfect sort of really big tote bag for ages now, and it's not something that I've necessarily thought about making. In my sort of earlier sewing journey days, I did used to make quite a lot of bags and accessories and things like that, more so than I did clothing. But in the last few years, I think clothing has just taken over. I love to make clothing more, and I sometimes sort of forget that I can actually make other things such as bags and things like that as well. And I've been really inspired recently by some other sewists that I follow who have been making some lovely bags. And I thought, why don't I just try and make my own? It'll be something different, and it will hopefully be some sort of new skills to add to my sewing belt. So I've been looking around for the perfect sort of tote style handbag that I can make and have in my spring and summer wardrobe for holidays and going out for picnics and sort of going out and about with the children and everything in the summertime. So again, I'll just pop in a couple of inspiration images of lovely bags that I've seen on the high street and on Pinterest. I love this one that Megan is wearing here. Obviously this is a different kind of style in that this one is a leather bag, but I love the style of it. And I love the oversized nature of it, and I love the sort of big fabric bags that are around on the high street at the moment. So probably like a lot of us, whenever I go out and about, I always need to carry so much stuff with me. Obviously having children and a dog as well. If we go out in the summertime, I often need to carry water bottles, dog things, a dog bowl sometimes, snacks and things like that, hats and sun cream, you know what it's like. So I am really looking for quite a really strong sort of oversized tote bag that I can just throw everything in and carry over my shoulder, and get on with my day. I do have a couple of rucksacks that I use, but yeah, I just wanted something different really, and I think sometimes tote bags, they can be a bit easier in a way to just chuck everything in. So that's where I'm going in my line of thinking with the kind of bag that I want. So funnily enough, I mentioned in last week's video that I've been writing for Thread's monthly blog. And one of my articles that I'm going to be writing and will be coming out shortly is an article all about tote bags. So this inspired me again to just push myself into making a tote bag for myself. And a couple of patterns that I was introduced to while writing that article was the Jack Tar tote bag, which is actually by Merchant and Mills, and I'll put in a picture here. I absolutely love this bag. I love the style of it. It has traditional sort of carry handles, it has inner pockets I believe, and there's also outer pockets as well, and then it has quite a large sort of leather strap which you can wear over your shoulder, which I really like. And the good thing about this one is that Merchant & Mills actually sell all the hardware for their bags as well, so if you are planning to make this particular bag then you can buy the hardware from their website, I think. So this is a really strong possibility for me. I really like the style of this one. Another lovely bag that I came across was actually the Pep-In tote bag, and this is from a website called Noodlehead. So I really like the style of this one as well. So this is a more sort of structured tote bag, I think. It has a zip closure at the top. It's a bit more of an involved make and more of a structured bag. So although I love the look of this one, I'm thinking that it's possibly not really the sort of throw everything into kind of bag that I'm really wanting. But I thought I'd put that one in anyway because I do really love the style of this one, and it's really got me thinking about bag making actually, and I'm glad that I've sort of been introduced to all the lovely tote bag patterns that there are available. So at the moment I'm definitely more swayed towards the Jack Tar bag by Merchant & Mills just because I absolutely love the relaxed style of this one. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. So in terms of the fabric that I've been looking for that I can use to make this bag, I've been looking on the Minerva website and I've come across a really lovely Robert Kaufman combed cotton twill fabric, which I think should be lovely and kind of sturdy and be good enough to make this bag. It will have the kind of weight that I need to be able to carry everything, but it will also be quite soft and sort of movable. It will be good for sort of hanging and movement and things like that, and ease of use. So there are absolutely loads of colours available in this cotton twill that I found on the Minerva website. I absolutely love the colour of this, the beige Jack Tar bag, which is on the Merchant & Mills website. I really love that bag. But I'm just thinking that that colour is not going to be very practical for my lifestyle. We are always getting dirty, we're always out in the mud. I go to horse riding with my daughter, you know, walking the dog and things like that. It's not really going to be the most practical colour. So I'll pop in, if I can, a little colour chart here of all the colours that are available in this fabric, because there are loads, but I think what I'm actually going to go for is either a mustard colour or a khaki colour. I really love the mustard actually, and I think that's a little bit different. I am quite a khaki, I'm drawn to khaki quite a lot, particularly in jackets and things like that. So it would be quite nice to have something different, a lovely mustard colour that I can then maybe line the bag with a really nice pretty floral cotton fabric, and I think I might already have a lovely fabric that I can use actually in my stash that needs using up, so I might actually just use that one. But yeah, that's the fabric that I'm planning to use, or planning to buy I should say, because I haven't got that yet, for this bag, and I'm really excited to try this actually. It'll be something different, and it'll be just a new skill, particularly with the sort of hardware for the bag and everything like that. It'll be something different, and yeah, I'm excited to try that and get on with that, and I'd really like to have this bag made in time for the beginning of the children's summer holidays, because we're actually going on holiday to Cornwall then, and I know that this kind of bag will come in super handy for that holiday. So those are the 3 looks that I've chosen to sew for my spring and summer wardrobe. Of course there'll be many more things that I'm planning to sew for this season as well, but these are the 3 main things I'd really like to get sewn up. I think they'll be really good additions to my wardrobe. And my accessories wardrobe this time. So yeah, I hope you like what I've chosen. I really love making these kind of videos. I just find it so inspirational to look through Pinterest and Instagram sometimes and just see what I can make and what I can style in my own way. So let me know what you think of the 3 things that I've chosen to make, and please do let me know if you have any ideas about patterns for that quilted jacket, because yeah, I really need some help there. If you are new to my channel, I'd love you to consider subscribing. I post weekly videos mainly on a Sunday morning with lots of sewing inspiration, sew-alongs, fabric hauls, things I've been making, inspiration videos like this, and lots more. If you have enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a like too, and do leave me a comment below and let me know what you're planning to sew this summer. Let me know what you're planning to add to your wardrobe as well. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a lovely day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.